Another rookie here. Andru Phillips, whatever you want to call him. I see people call him both at that point. I like calling him Drew. It's a nice name.
I wonder why.
Nice name. But yeah, another injury as well that we're really not too sure much on. So ankle injury, he missed practice on Monday. Daboll said it isn't a big injury. That's all they kind of commented on it. And that's what I hate about this time of the year. It's like, I understand you don't have to give this information out, but as a fan who craves information nonstop,
just give me the news.
I want to know what happened. How did he get injured? Yeah. Is it a limited? Is he back to full health? Is it like what's going on here?
Yeah. What happened?
So I guess we'll find out Saturday. If he plays Saturday, we know he's doing good, and it's not an issue. But if he doesn't play Saturday, we'll see.
Questions.
But like I said, not a big injury, they're saying, but we're already having injuries with Cordell Flott out there, having tons of injuries at the safety position as well, which we'll get to one in a minute here. It's starting to get a little issues as far as too many injuries at the secondary as a whole, along with running back, of course. So hopefully nothing major for Drew, because he's a guy that needs the time in training camp. Like we talked about when we drafted him, this kid's a project. A lot of physical talent, but he's a project. So the worst thing for a project is to not have time. Time with coaches, time in camp, time in practices like that. Not that they don't practice all year long, but when you're practicing during the regular season, you're practicing to face an opponent. You're not practicing to get ready for the season. There's a huge difference in how you practice.
You're not learning the book. So there's a difference. Like when you're in preseason, like in your training camp, you're learning the different books, the different setups. Of granted, you will learn new, formations and plays as it, season goes on. But like you're learning the fundamentals of where your coach wants you to be, how your setup's going to be, and how your route's going to be.
Yeah,
and it's granted, like once again, it will change through the season. But like you're going to learn how the guys next to you move, how the guys, the coaching staff wants you to move. And you figure out how pretty much your role in this position is going to be, if you will. And you're not going to learn those steps. You're not going to learn that tempo. Like there's different scenarios. Like as silly as it sounds, like once the quarterback calls snap, like you go almost to like a dance, and like you got to know the tempo of where your coach wants you to be and where all your other players are going to be to back you up what you're going to do. So like you're talking about the corner position, like all right, so snap 1, 2, 3, you know where your safety is going to be. Well, if you're in the free zone and you snap and you just drop back 3 paces, but you drop out 3 paces to the right instead of to the left, it changes the dynamics, hands down, of how that defense looks. And this is the time where you learn. You don't learn it during the regular season.
Yep. No, agreed. And Deb says, if you're a project, you can't really expect much the first year anyway. Yes, but you're still not as far along if you lose that time. That's what it is. Because the big thing with him is some of the fundamentals, which sounds a little weird because you think you'd pick that up kind of stuff up in college, but he was able to get away with his pure physical traits at that point in college a lot more, so he needs help as far as, how he moves his hips, how he backpedals, that kind of stuff that, Jerome Henderson can spend a lot of time with him on during training camp. But during the season, you're learning more against how to go against that team you're about to face, what plays they do, who's on their team, what tells they might have to what direction they're going to go when they're about to make a move, that kind of stuff. This is the time of the year to correct some of that stuff. The off season as well, but they don't, unfortunately for rookies, they don't really get an off season. They go right from playing to training for combine, to going to the combine and the all-star games, to getting drafted, to, going right to rookie mini camp. Like that's rookie year is a little rough. It really is a little rough. But hopefully he's had enough time between that rookie minicamp and the OTAs and stuff like that. He's got some of that stuff taken care of, because he's got the physical traits. If they can ever get some of that stuff fixed, he's got potential to be a good player. I just think, to me, he's going to be a boom or bust kind of prospect.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. As John says, they can learn by playing Madden football at home. No, they can't, John. Stop. If only it was that easy. If it was that simple, then me in high school, I'd been a great NFL player. I could have told you that every single player on that Madden 99 roster at that point.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.